The event to get Raphael is here, but I need to break down what resources I have if I can go for him and how much this is actually going to cost. So for today's video, we are going to do exactly that. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. As mentioned, we have Raphael here with this event, and we only have technically like 4 days when we actually are starting this to where it is now. His event is a hothead deck of fates, which means we have to go ahead and flip cards. Now, one thing to note is in the announcement they put out, they mentioned we would not be able to pin. Well, they are actually letting us pin, so that is something that is incredibly useful, and I think a lot of us are happy about. But essentially, we flip over cards, and we're hoping to get the fragments to actually go ahead and get Raphael. With the pinning, it's helpful because you need 3 of the same color to actually go ahead and get the fate chest containing extra rewards, which I wouldn't be mad at some of these, especially some of these shards. Could use some sacred shards here. And we are also getting the pizza slices, of course. So 2 ways to do this. One of it is getting artifacts and accessories, and another one is summoning souls from soul stones to actually go ahead and get this. Now, when it comes to artifacts and accessories and how much energy we want to use, this is kind of where I'm sitting and trying to figure out if I can go ahead and get Raphael, because my soul stones aren't looking so good. When it comes to what I actually have for my resources, it's not looking too good. My altar of souls, I don't have any eternal soul stones. I have 1 immortal soul stone, which is going to give me like 700 points. And then I have my 18 mortal soul stones. This one is going to give me, if it's 70 points for 1,260 points. So 1 card and a little bit. So for my soul stones, really not looking that good. Now, I do have the option of going ahead and selling. If I really wanted to, I could go ahead and sell some of these souls and then go over to the Mystic Market and actually go ahead and purchase something. That would get me some soul stones. And if, in fact, I could go ahead and grab this if I really wanted to, because that does give me 3,500 points. So that's 3 cards right there. I could also go ahead and purchase some of them. They do have some of the packs going on right now, so that is also an option, is actually just simply going ahead and buying some of the soul stones out. That's definitely the fastest way to do this, is really soul stones. And then of course the other side of that is going to be using energy. So my altar of souls not looking so good when it comes to what resources I have just from the soul stone side of things. And to be honest, I knew that going into this. I knew that ahead of time before we knew who is going to need soul stones, who is going to need shards. Honestly, I from all sides of it, I knew my account wasn't looking really that great at the time. The next question, can I do this event without flipping all of the cards? I mean, potentially, but I think we have to go into this knowing I'm gonna have to flip every single card. It's going to cost me 1,000 pizza points to flip a card. So how can I go ahead and get the most points? We know it is not going to be from my soul stones. We looked at that. It's not looking so hot. So next option, of course, is going ahead and farming. However, there is going to be some of the drop fever events happening and going on. So currently it is for Bannerlord faction. It's tripling the chances of getting accessory for that. And then Friday to Monday is tripling chances of savage artifacts from Fire Knight. That is something I would consider. I could definitely use more savage gear. It would be great to have. It would be nice to have. However, this is where it's going to come down to in terms of like time, energy, and what you're getting out of it. If you are wanting to do this in like the fastest way possible with energy, and let's say gems and energy is not an issue, let's say time is not an issue, then yeah, maybe you're doing it to get the better artifacts. You need Bannerlord accessories. But another option, you go into the event dungeon, go ahead and farm stage 3. This is the trick. This is what people are doing. You're farming it fast though. If you have the right team, not this team, but like nukers, you can get this done essentially in like a second or 2. That's kind of the way to go. That's the fastest way to do it. But keep in mind, you're doing this, say it takes you a second, repeat battles, everything, but you're not getting anything usable out of it. So essentially in doing this, it's silver you're getting. You're not keeping the artifacts you're actually grabbing from here. You're going to want to farm this as fast as you possibly can, just so you can really spam it and get your energy used. I do think this is worth noting in case you are in that boat where you want to go ahead and then farm stage 3 for the event to do this with energy. No, and like you can see this, there is going to be a tournament that is going to actually be starting on Thursday, which is going to be Shredder's Wrath tournament. If you are planning on going ahead and sinking your energy into the event dungeon, you may as well just wait for this to happen, because this is going to be a tournament going on anyway. You can go ahead and grab everything else that you can get essentially for farming in the tournament at the same time. Just keep an eye on the date because, as I said, the event to actually get Raphael, as of right now, is just over 3 days. And then this is going to be starting on Thursday. So if you're planning on doing the event dungeon, this is just something that you do want to keep in mind that is going to be coming up. Really looking at my resources, I'm a far a ways off from even being considered to get Raphael. And in terms of going ahead and if I want to go ahead and purchase soul stones, I already know I'm gonna have to purchase shards if I want to get Leonardo, because we're just assuming it is going to be shards at this point, which does make sense. So I think that's kind of more where I am leaning towards. I'm gonna go ahead, I will do some of the farming. I'll go ahead, do my iron twins, make my way down into these dungeons, and then really ultimately see where I'm at with everything. I am gonna be using some energy over the next day or so anyways. I will do as much farming, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it and really just see how it's going and see, okay, am I ready? Do I want to sink everything into this to get Raphael or not? I think ultimately that is where I am at with this, and I think I'm okay with that decision right now. As much as I'd love to get Raphael, if it doesn't happen, then that's okay. Now, my overall thoughts with this event and getting Raphael, I do think that we are sitting in a better position than we expected. Hopefully players are kind of looking at the positive side of it, that like if you don't have the soul stones to get Raphael, hopefully you've got the shards for when Leonardo does roll around. And that's kind of what I'm looking at from this. I'm not completely counting myself out of this as of right now, as of yet, but knowing that we have the tournament coming for Shredder, I may as well kind of hold off on that a little bit. Obviously, I have a bit of a stockpile of energy collected right now, and I do ultimately want to be able to use all of that so my energy can refill, because you really don't want to sit capped, which I am right now, and I know that's not a good thing. It's a terrible thing. You never want to be capped on your energy. So really, I need to make it through that surplus of energy. And then I guess look at my accessories, see where I'm at and where I want to move forward with things. There is also the new Forge Pass that has come out. So this one is the bolster set. I also did consider this. I grabbed bolster set at one other time with the Forge Pass actually. And I did end up getting some decent bolster gear. Let me see what I'm sitting on. There you go. See, some of it's not upgrade. Maybe we shouldn't look at that. But I did get some decent bolster gear actually out of that. Oh, something else that is happening now. I haven't actually gone ahead and gotten the platinum pass at all yet. Gold pass, not too bad, like pretty comfortable with it if it is a gear set that I like and that I feel my account can be benefit, I guess, from, and I can benefit from, but I haven't gotten the platinum pass. And part of that is it's mostly for relic crafting. I am nowhere near that for relic crafting to even make use of it. If anything, I actually probably should do a bit of relic crafting just so I can make more use of it. I've crafted some and I've got some decent ones. I've started to put it onto champions, and you guys also gave me some advice on which champions I should go ahead and put the gear on. So I'll probably have to do some crafting of that in the future. But yeah, I'm just definitely curious if any of you have gotten the platinum pass. Let me know. I have so far not gone ahead and picked it up, but yes, something else that is also going on right now. However, I think this current event has really occupied our minds. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1, and then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. That's it for today's video. As I mentioned, I'm pretty far off of being able to actually get Raphael, but I am super curious on your guys' accounts and thoughts. If it's something that you can go for, comment down below. Let me know. Be sure you guys subscribe because I am still hoping I can grab Leonardo. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!